2, 1. What up? What's up in the building? Philly Uncensored Sports Podcast is here coming at you live and in person. Great game. If you're a New York Knicks fan, you were celebrating. It hurts bad. Bad hurt. Oh, let me turn this off. All the notifications coming through. This is a bad hurt if you're an Indiana Pacers fan. But if you're a Knicks fan, you rebounded the way you expected your team, who's been gritty all year. You're expecting to rebound in such a fashion after getting waxed in game 4. They come back in game 5 with a vengeance. A couple times the Pacers tried to, at least at the beginning of the third quarter, Pacers tried to come back, put a little rally on, actually got down by, I think, like 7 or something like that. They got within 7 off of like 3 Miles Turner threes in a row. They got back down, and then Brunson and the boys went back to work, and it was over after that. They jumped out to a 20-point lead real fast and never looked back. Game was over. I think Rich McCall tried to get it, made one more slight push, and got it to like 13, I think, and that was really it. Like that was the lowest it got. And then Brunson was this dude. Tim made the comment a couple of days ago how this might be one of the greatest 8-game streaks. That was around the time it was like 8 games in. But I will have to say this. He might, I don't know about 8, but this thing has lasted to about 10, 11 games in. And this might be up there, one of the best streaks for somebody, especially a smaller guard, bro. He's putting together a clinic right now. I mean, I was just looking at the stats from his last, maybe 10 games. Let me read y'all these numbers real quick. Not Jalen Hurts, Jalen Brunson. Tonight, 44. Last game, 18. He had 18 and 26, 29, 43, 41, 40, 47, 39, 24. Good night. Like, that's crazy. Bro, that's insane. I mean, in the field goal percentage, you 18 for 35. Last game, you know what I mean? That was a clunker, 6 for 17. 10 for 26 to 26-point game. That's not, great. But 11 for 18, 14 for 26, 13 for 27, 15 for 32. That's right underneath 50%. 18 for 34, 13 for 27. That's about right up at 50% too. I mean, just incredible. Just incredible. Then assists, he's dropping dimes. I mean, with the games as well. So kudos to New York. I know y'all got whatever y'all saw from the game, but I mean, I saw a team that people was saying, including myself a little bit, that the Magic.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, I was going to address that.
That the Magic might be gone, but the Magic is alive and well, and it's popping, and it was popping tonight. New York is back, gets the victory. What's your thoughts?
Well, my thing is that eventually people gonna have to start giving New York props and credit for what they are. I know as Philadelphia fans, when we saw them dispatching the Sixers, we wanted to put all the blame on the Sixers. The Sixers ain't bringing up. The Sixers ain't. The Knicks they got a good team. I actually kind of enjoy watching them play. I like their style of play. Yeah, I ain't see Halliburton doing a whole bunch of mean mugging and trash talking and all that. I mean, you going to talk that at home? Make sure you bring that same energy when you hit the road. You know you got to come to New York. So I'm sure he's going to be talking.
9 shots, 5 for 9. Why you? I'm going to cut you off, but
go ahead.
Why you think he ain't take that many shots tonight? What's the deal?
I agree. He should have took more. This is the game I'd rather see. And Halliburton's a great player, a very good player. But I would rather see him bring that energy that he brought in that last game. Bring that when you're on the road. It's the feedback.
Tim said he clicking around on something. Would you?
No. That's when you late to the show. That's what happens.
Okay.
Well, you could have waited another minute since y'all just came a minute before I got
you. Said 5. We gave you 6. We got people waiting in the I gotta get up.
Well, the same way you missed the last game. Yes. Y'all pick and choose when y'all want beer. But anyway, that being said, this is why I'm saying about the Knicks. To me, the last game against the Knicks last game, they looked like they were tired. Every shot that they were shooting was coming up short. Now, my only thing was, all right, are they tired because it's so many players? They're losing players left and right. You know what I'm saying? So you think they might be gassed, but that being said, they had that one game. they was tired and they came back, they got home, they got the energy. And we see the difference when players play at home. The same, where's that TJ McConnell magic? Oh, he running around like looking like Teen Wolf running around doing all the passes and all that. Everybody, TJ the engine. Where was the engine at tonight?
Michael J. Fox now.
Yeah, that's what he look like. Michael J. Fox. Remember that Teen Wolf? I'm like, but I mean, TJ been doing his thing this playoffs. But that being said, man, Brunson and it did not hurt. I will say this: that foul call on Neesmith, what's his name? That gave him his third foul.
Mm-hmm.
Brunson no more. Brunson started cooking. Brunson started cooking, and Miles Turner gave Miles Turner a little bit of props because he tried to bring him back in that third quarter for a stretch. When he came out in the third, he dropped a couple of them bombs. Was trying to rob.
He did.
New York did what New York been doing all playoffs, man. You gotta get the Knicks props. They come through and they ball.
Yeah. Now here's what I say. I came on here and I said Tibs was a good coach. And y'all kept coming at me like, oh no, he ain't impressive. Y'all wasn't impressed by Tibs.
You said you bring his players to the ground. That's the last thing I heard you saying today.
Tim always changing the narrative, don't he?
No. I said I didn't like him playing all the players, but Ethan was like he's not a good coach. And I said he is a good coach, but he run his players. But here's my point.
Go ahead.
They made a very good decision at starting McBride. That was the key matchup because putting him in the starting lineup, you know how he played Maxey very well. So they put him in the starting lineup and he put the clamps on Halliburton today. And then you saw it. He was in there and then he hits clutch buckets. So then that decision of putting him in the starting lineup was perfect, especially for this team. Also, that last game, they were rested because remember, they didn't play the fourth quarter at all. They got out the game around the third quarter. So they almost had like 2 full, and that game was early in the afternoon. So then you got an early afternoon Sunday game. Now they're rested because they didn't even play the full game. Now they came back. Brunson looked healthy. That foot looks much better than it was a couple of days ago. And you saw an impressive performance by the entire basketball team, especially Hartenstein. He was all over them boards. He had at one point 12. I don't know what if he finished more than 12. But he had how many?
17 rebounds.
17 rebounds, 12 offensive rebounds. He killed it. Yeah. So I mean, you got to be impressed with New York. They next man up. Alex Burke gave them some good minutes out there. Next man up.
That's another thing. Like I was kind of irritated seeing him out there, bro. Like there's certain players that I think even when they left, I think the consensus with us was we all liked Alex Burke. Like we
just had to put him in a trade. We needed him in the trade. I forget
which way we trade him in.
I can't remember.
Ben Simmons.
No, we traded him in the mid-season. We traded mid-season because he wasn't getting no burn here. So Elton Brand said he's going to send him somewhere he can get burned.
That's what I'm saying. Who was it? I'm trying to remember who was actually getting burned because we kept Korkmaz.
TJ McConnell.
No, McConnell was already gone. I think by
was he?
Yeah, I think McConnell was gone. We traded Burke in like 2019. I think McConnell was gone in 2018, if I'm mistaken. But I gotta try to find out who, because I think we all like the boy Alex Burke. But
yes, Greg Paris, you too, bro.
Yeah, what's up, GP? Listen, which we call New York. What's it? New York, nothing else. He made the comment about Brunson going to have to get back surgery, all the carrying he's been doing throughout the playoffs. Listen, this run is impressive, man. It's next level. It's next level. And I know a couple times he got a favorable whistle on some plays here or there, but he's actually playing the game. He's like Neo. He's seeing the Matrix right now. That's one thing. And he's playing the game like a great player is supposed to play. He actually plays the game like I kind of want, dare I say, Steph Curry to play sometimes. Steph Curry's greatest strength is also his greatest weakness because he's so good. Yeah. He's so good at shooting the three. He shoots it sometimes when he shouldn't. And I like how Brunson will just take you off the dribble with a series of fakes and just hit a mid-range. Like the mid-range is okay, Sam Cassell style. Like the mid-range jumper is the okay weapon to use, and it allows you to get some buckets. It allows you to get comfortable, but it also takes the defender. Like most Blues Most dudes sit on Curry 3 because they know you're going to shoot it. You can't sit on no single shot that Brunson is offering.
Yeah.
He hits you with every move. As soon as you try to sit on his mid-range, he backs you up, hit the 3. You try to sit on his 3, he's going to take you to the rack and then hit you with a little fake. Oh, you think he's going left? No, I'm going right. Oh, you think I'm going right? No, I'm going left. Oh, you think I'm going inside? Nope, I'm going to step back and hit you with a jumper. This dude has the game right now. He's seeing the code. He's reading everything. Everybody else is seeing signs and symbols coming down like he's telling you what they are. Like, no, that's a dude right there. He in the box and 1. No, that's Hartenstein. He right there. He's telling you who everybody is in the code, and nobody else is saying it for him. Right now, the boy playing outside his mind. I got to give him a props. This Tim might be right. Tim might be right. This may be the greatest 10-game to 12-game stretch out of 6'1", 6'2" guard that we may have ever seen. I got to go back in the crates. Man, we actually did a on off camera. Me and Tim was going at it ferociously about him versus Curry. We pulling up stats, going to the archive. Steph probably one of his greatest runs was in their first trip in the finals in 2016 playoff run. 2015, 2016, we pulled that up, and the numbers was very close. Wishmacall was averaging more. Brunson was averaging more. Curry field goal percent, 3-point percentage was better. Brunson's overall field goal percentage, I think, was a little better.
Yep.
And I'm not sure who was leading. I know Brunson had like 7 assists. I can't remember what Curry. I think he might have had Curry by like 1 assist or something like that. Yeah. But
every other category, every category except 3-point shooting.
The numbers.
The numbers is based on those first 8 games.
Numbers is.
Let me tell y'all one thing about this though. And this goes back to Ephraim's point about Siakam. There was one point in the third quarter where they had a chance to get it to 6 points. And Siakam had the ball, and he had to make this layup. If you make the layup, the game is at 6. He missed the layup, and guess what happened? New York went on a 17-0 run and blew the whole game open. That was the game in that third quarter. You got to at that point. Your team needed you desperately, and he went to bed.
But you wanted to give up. You wanted more to trade 3 first-rounders to bring him here, though, right?
No.
Ain't that what y'all said? No, wait. Who was in here talking about something? We should have went out and got Siakam. He was going to be a free agent too. Wasn't there a whole bunch of that?
I eat that, Tim. You want to eat the guy? Eat that. Y'all got to eat that.
It would have been nice. He still would have been better than Tobias. He gave that team 22 points tonight. Tobias
and you'd have been out 3 first-round picks.
And in the closeout game, Tobias gave us.
I hear what you're saying, and you would have still been out of 3 first-round picks.
I tried to warn you about Siakam. I think I was the first one on here trying to say, listen, I ain't as high on Siakam. I'm not saying the boy complete trash, but he comes up sus in a lot of instances, man. I've been watching. Thank you, Greg. He's just overrated. He's overrated. This is what I tell Ethan and Tim.
Hey, listen, the Knicks was tired. Like the people that were saying the Knicks was tired wasn't wrong. I do believe the Knicks was tired. The thing is, they wasn't tired like tired for the series. They were tired because of what Tim said. It was going on a short. They're physically beat down. They're short on men, and they were playing on a Sunday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Playing on the afternoon game instead of a regular night game. And we see what happened when they actually got some rest out there because Hart didn't look the same the last game. Brunson didn't look the same. They just didn't look. They didn't have that same energy and same tenacity. Yeah. So, how many days they got until the next game now?
They got an extra day. They don't play till Friday.
Oh, you say bye-bye to you can say bye-bye to Indiana.
But
you say bye-bye to Indiana. They better hope that extra day don't bring OG back.
But listen, I'm not.
OG not coming back to the maybe the conference finals.
I'm not counting Indiana out yet. Y'all doing what people did to the Knicks as soon as they went clunkers in Game 4. Everybody like, the Magic gone. It's over. Indiana going to capture the series. This series been so. First of all, the home teams won all the games so far. So
yeah,
I mean, all I'm expecting is Indiana to hold court again. Like it may come down to the Game 7 in New York, and we'll see what happens with that. But right now, the home team don't serve is the phrase, I guess.
All the games, I think Game 4 for the Knicks was a fluke game more than any of these other games. They, like I said, they look beat down and tired. They didn't look like the same Knicks team.
I can agree with a little bit of that. I mean, I do think it was. I mean, I've been calling what they've been doing a fluke, but I guess the way they rebounded, I've been calling it a little fluky, not necessarily a fluke, but fluky-ish what they've been doing so far. But now it's looking like this is who they are for the most part. In the game 4 was the fluke game for real.
Exactly.
Hey, Shoquan, I'm not mad. I think the better team won. I think the Knicks was a better team. The Knicks was number 2 overall. Sixers was number 7.
That's a show.
He on a bad
He
leg,
was mad we wouldn't be doing a podcast talking about your garbage balls.
So you can come in here talking, laugh,
just enjoy the content. Just enjoy it.
Or you can go listen to Craig Carton and them. Yeah, go listen to them.
Yeah, go get some Drive New York podcast.
Another thing that happened in the game that shows that Tibs is a very, very good coach. He managed. They were down. You know how Joel.
You were just hating on him for playing his players too long. But go ahead. What you say?
All right, and I ain't gonna lie, that was. Okay. But in the game today, and I saw this because remember when Joel would go out for certain periods of time, that lead would just shrink and they just take over. Yeah. He actually managed Brunson's minutes because they struggled again when he went out. But what he did was they called the timeout and they got rest for Brunson. Then they came in and then they played without Brunson for only 2 minutes. Then they called another timeout. So Brunson had 8 minutes of chill time, but only missed 2 minutes. He managed that well so that they didn't want on the floor with no point guard, no real point guard. That's what our coach didn't do this year at all or during the playoffs. So him doing that was so smart because he only missed two minutes of actual game time. Because guess what? When he wasn't out there, they scored 7-2. They were outscored 7-2.
I mean, I agree with you. It's a sweet science to coaching that sometimes the small stuff goes unnoticed when coaches do stuff like that outside of all the X's and O's. Some stuff is just clock management, time management for your players' rest, know who to put in there on defensive assignments and so forth and so on. Like you said, the starting of McBride, who came out there and terrorized Halliburton like he did Maxey, at least for a little bit. Somebody said Halliburton is more frustrating. Who's that? Mo Sheila? Is that how you say it? He said Halliburton is frustrating to watch. He's more frustrating than Siakam. He was a little, for me to watch as well tonight because I was with Ethan saying I wish.
Is that why Ethan? Is that why Ethan ain't here tonight?
Probably so.
Y'all good for that. Y'all good for that.
Probably so. Ethan was a big fan of Halliburton and trying to get him when we traded for Harden. He wanted Halliburton, and I still think Halliburton and Maxey combination would have been a sight to behold. However,
shout out to Anthony Mayfield. Appreciate the love too.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. This is what we try to do. We try to bring the energy, try to bring the excitement, even though our team isn't playing anymore.
Yeah.
But Halliburton only 9 shots. Now, Ethan says, I think he's hurt. He did. I know he was dealing with some back issues, but Brunson has been reportedly dealing with a foot issue. And he put up
his back, all right. There's that yellow stripe down the back of it.
Yeah, Brunson put up 35 shots. He was 18 for 35, 51% field goal percentage, 2 for 6 for 3-pointers. Halliburton puts up 9 shots. But that's unacceptable, bro. And I know a back, when your back hurting, you feel that through your whole body and all that. But the same thing is kind of true in your feet. My feet been hurting lately since I've been working.
First of all, back problem and feet are 2 different things.
Oh, listen, I'm telling you, have you ever had your feet hurting?
No. I have both, and ain't nothing like back pain. Back limits everything. Back limits everything.
No. Have you had your foot hurting? Like you might have had a little something going on. I'm talking about I got plantar fasciitis. And bro, you step out of bed in the morning and feel like a nail and a stake is going into.
You got what?
Plantar fasciitis.
Fasciitis? I thought it was fasciitis. What you
fasciitis? What?
Plantar fasciitis. You trying to play? Don't fall.
Listen. All I'm saying is that joint hurt. Now I'm not saying I don't know what his
same way you had COVID, right?
I'm not. I did, and I defeated it. My body is I still got my sense of taste as well back, but that's a whole different thing. But I don't know how severe his foot injury is, nor do we know how necessarily severe Halliburton's back injury is. But the bottom line is you're playing. You out there, so it can't be that bad. And you only putting up 9 shots. No, it's unacceptable, bro. We gotta call it. We gotta call it out. If Maxey was out there doing this, if Joel was out there doing this, anybody else was out there doing this, Curry, Bron, KD, we be calling them out. He is the best player in the team. 9 shots is unacceptable. It was a couple shots I saw. He had it. It looked like he was right there. He just decided to like Ben Simmons pass the joint. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. We got these light skin bulls doing Ben Simmons type stuff. What's going on, bro? I don't like what I saw tonight. I didn't like what I saw.
Yeah,
passive.
I mean, Halliburton is a little bit passive. I'm not going. It was a bad night for him, but he is an outstanding player and everything else.
Thank you, Greg.
But you're right though. If you're in a situation, where your team is getting hammered like that, no Diddy, but and you not going all out. I mean, the same thing with beating Harden in Game 7. It's like, okay, if you going at least go down swinging, like he deferring and passing to other people. I mean, hey, but it was an off game for him. He gonna be back home in Indiana and be out there in front of the Indiana Pacers. They gonna have the car sound going, meow, meow. They gonna be all hyped up and running around. TJ gonna be all hyped up and running and doing backflips and all that. They gonna have all that going on in Indiana. They might steal another win, but I don't see them winning in New York.
This is what they want. This is what they managed to do this game as well. If y'all remember,
hold on, real quick. Reggie said good breakdown on 6'1" guards, Ephraim. That was actually Tim's point that Ephraim came in here and stole. So just
I took it to another level though.
Yeah, all right. See, this is what they're good for. They colonizers.
Yeah, they are
colonizers.
Okay. Definitely colonizers. But
I'm 15% colonizer.
But here's the thing. You know what the Knicks did well? That they figured out the TJ McConnell issue problem. Because
somebody called him TJ McDonald.
That Ronald little brother. That's Ronald grandson.
Dame Palmer, I think it was. He goes, hey, that was actually kind of funny.
Y'all gotta understand the disdain we have for TJ McConnell here in Philadelphia.
But him and Topkin, they would come in and they would kind of expand the lead. The last 2 games prior to this game, they were the kind of the catalyst that was making the Pacers go off. So for some reason, Topkin, he didn't have a good game, and neither did TJ. So they must have saw some tape and tried and figured it out. But that was the key. Them two, I guess
we know this. This is why this was my problem with the Sixers. Your role players at home usually play better, and this is what. Now the thing is, in New York, they bench not that deep, so they pretty much just got like 7 starters. So you know what I'm saying? They really ain't got no bench for real. But usually your bench players and your role players play better at home, and that's what Indiana did. I think that might TJ and OB probably going to be back and running again when they get out there in Indiana. They're going to be back and doing things that they've been doing. But
they got to slow them down because that's kind of where the game fell apart the last 2 games.
But if you watch what they was doing to TJ, they was giving TJ a little bit of that Ben Simmons treat. This is why I always said Ben Simmons will be hard to win with as a point guard if you don't shoot, because they're going to sag off you. Yeah, I was going to actually put it on the polo. It was a couple plays I noticed that Josh Hart especially what's his name?
I say Halliburton had a bigger bag than Maxey.
I don't know.
No, never mind. That's no bias. I should have known.
But he sagged off him, and they actually got a couple turnovers because they don't respect TJ McConnell's jump shot, especially his 3-point shot, because he's really not going to shoot it. He shoots about, I think, less than a 3 a game. He averages during the playoffs. It might be 1 3 a game. He averaging now because his minutes been up, but they sag off of him, and this causes now easier hands to contest shots down low, offensive rebounds, because now you right there at the glass. He's a problem as a backup point guard, logging a lot of minutes for a team that's trying to win it. I just don't think you could win with him long term. You could win a game here, a game area hustle, give some solid points. I just think you need somebody. DiVincenzo was jumping out the building. Like, that's the kind of guard you need if you're going to have a backup point guard trying to make a finals run. You need an athletic guard who could legitimately change the tide of the game, and TJ's not that dude. He's not.
But the last 2 games, he's really has been.
I mean, his defense, what teams do got this great backup point guard that's coming in and doing all that?
The last game, TJ really did. The Knicks was just off. It was like an open season on shots. That game ain't really come down.
I'm telling you,
he had a decent game, but that was a game everybody was just.
And TJ are the catalyst for that team as far as bench play.
Hey, look,
he had a minus 19. Which one call it? Minus 9 plus minus 19. I'm telling you, listen, like you said. I'm telling you, watch how they play TJ when they get back to Indiana. Watch. They're going to sag off of him, and they're going to make the shots harder for your big men down low because they don't respect his jump shot, and that's a problem. That's a problem. But we'll see. We'll see. Tim Wayne agreed with Ethan last podcast. Y'all said Maxey really ain't got a bag.
They don't. He said Maxey got a mid. Where do you see Maxey's great mid range game at? That's the problem with Maxey is that he don't got that midi, that pull up that midi.
I think he has it. I think he needs to use it more.
But he doesn't use it. But that's what I'm saying. I think Halliburton's a better point guard, and he gets other players involved, and he does that. So I didn't say if I would take Halliburton over Maxey. I don't think none of us said that, but. Halliburton don't got a great bag, and Maxey's main game is speed and getting past guys, and he's great at shifting his speeds. Like he can go full tilt, stop, turn. Like he's great at that, and that's a skill in itself. That's what Maxey has on people. Where do you see like Maxey coming down and pop, 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 dribbling and doing all these? He got the step back jumper that Harden taught him. That some people hate on Harden for, but Harden taught him that.
But he need to get Brunson game because Brunson game is with the midi that he definitely needs.
Brunson game is with some muscle on it. Brunson.
Hey, can I live? Maxey actually do got a floater. I think he needs to use his floater more. The floater, if I don't know how much
he came in the league with floater.
That was his go-to shot, and Tim Bull Doc Rivers told him to stop shooting it that much, and now I think it's mentally driven into his head that even when he has it, sometimes he don't use it. That floater to me, that should be his staple shot. Every great player, and I'm not saying he's on a level like a Jordan or like that, but every great player has that staple go-to shot that they use to get buckets when everything else is down. And to me, I think that should be Maxey's shot. I think that should be his sky hook, his fadeaway, whatever it is. I think that should be Maxey's shot. But I think Maxey increases the game every year. And I don't see why he's not going to come back with some.
Oh no, I absolutely. Somebody just said, Mafia. We actually agree with you. If Maxey gets that pull up mid range shot or that floater in that mid range area, because that 3-level scoring, he get to that 3-level scoring on the type of time like how he can score on at the 3 and at the rim now. He's virtually unstoppable, but. You could tell when somebody got a bag sometimes when they get double and triple teamed and they can't get open. The players that got a bag can get open off of double and triple teams, you know what I'm saying, or make stuff happen off of that. So I think that's the next evolution of Maxey's game.
Y'all see Alec Burke actually had 18 points today.
I did. That's why I was mad.
They deep in their bench and it don't matter. Like I'm looking at DiVincenzo, he only had 8 points, but everybody in that squad was a plus, like all the starters was a plus 16 or more. Like DiVincenzo was a plus 16, Hart was a plus 21, McBride was a plus 26, and Brunson was
Listen, everybody that hates on Brunson and talking about he foul bait, it's a skill in this. First of all, Brunson makes a lot. It's something to get in foul calls, but when you make them, that was the biggest problem I think like Ephraim and Ethan and Tim and them had like with Harden and Embiid, whereas though they were fishing for fouls and not necessarily looking to make the shot. Brunson looks to make those shots. He's drawing the fouls, but he's actually looking to put the ball up and make the shot. So it's a skill to that. And guess what? If it was that easy to it, then bigger guys would just stay away from him, stand back and dare him to shoot over him. But they can't do that because he kills them on all levels. So they got to get up on him and play physical with him.
Brunson might very well be one of the most craftiest players in the NBA.
I agree.
He's very crafty and shifty. Like this boy, I swear he a little bit he will be annoying to play against because he's not no super athletic bull.
Yeah.
But he is very, very crafty, and he
And
can
I
get
agree
his.
with you too.
He could get, bro. I'm telling you, he the kind of boy that can score on you in the phone booth. Like he is extremely
He is.
crafty. He do little movements this way, and then next you know he going that way. Bro, this is not by no mistake. He's dropping 40 like his 20-point games. Like this
That's a
is
skill.
this is insane. Like he's doing what he has to do to score, and obviously his dad taught him a lot. This is what happens too when you get that special extra training as a young boy that nobody else is really getting. This
All right,
that
D-Rel don't agree with you. He
what
said, stop in front of people is not a skill.
You know why it is? Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. You know why it is, and this is one of the things that Maxi's going to end up developing too. And you ain't going to hate as much when Maxi do it. But why such a skill is when you get past people like that and you get them on their heels. Now they're in the panic and trying to catch up to you. It is a skill that if somebody running up your back and you stop, that's a foul.
But Maxi's not getting a call though. That's the difference. Brunson is actually getting that call. Maxi not getting it. So is it better to just try to make the shot?
Yes, and that's what Damian Palmer just said. Brunson's not flopping and out foul baiting, and I agree. Brunson's actually looking to make the shots.
He is doing a little
bit, but he's looking to make the shots.
I agree with that, but he is doing a little foul baiting, and they gagged TJ tonight because TJ tried to do the same thing Brunson did, and they called an offensive foul on TJ. I said, what in the world is going on? What in the world is going on? Brunson did it to us all game 1 through 6. And TJ did it one time, and he got called for offensive foul, and it was nowhere near as bad as the one that Brunson did to both. What's his name? I think he did it to Bias, and he did it to what's his name? The French.
So wait, is the stopping in front of somebody illegal, or is it the jumping back towards them to shoot? Illegal?
It's the jumping back towards him. I thought
it's not the just stop.
But Brunson do that too. And he don't get the call. It's like it don't matter.
A lot of times he don't do. Trey Young was deliberate with his jump. Brunson goes. If you look at Brunson
do the same thing.
That's how he shoot. That's his natural shooting.
I'm a fan of Brunson, but Brunson he did it early in the game in the series.
He got a little razzle dazzle foul stuff to him. He tried it.
I think Brunson that's Brunson's shooting style. If you look whenever Brunson shoot, it's a little bit of that when he goes up to shoot. He don't. I think that's his shooting.
I'm glad you highlighted that, Tim. I'm about to go back to that Slow Bias Harris comment. Do I think he's a superstar? No. He's trending in superstar direction, but he's not a superstar yet. To me, superstar, he's a star, he's an NBA star, but a superstar, if they get to the finals and put up a valiant effort and he continues to play this way, by next year he'll be a superstar.
Oh, Tim, please highlight B Wise. Highlight B Wise.
If they go to the finals, they're gonna win it.
You think so?
Yeah. Man, who you say highlight?
B Wise. Look at the star comments. He appreciate the super chat.
Oh yeah, shout out to B Wise.
He said, "Do you guys think Ben Simmons will work with the Knicks?"
Yes. Yes.
Wait. Hold. As a Sixers fan,
why you trying to set him up?
I wholeheartedly think that y'all should do everything in your power to bring Ben Simmons in there to y'all team. It would be a great pickup for y'all.
Listen,
get rid of OG, replace OG with Ben.
I was actually arguing with a Nets fan when they first got Ben. I wish I could remember the video because I would go back and troll him. It's like a year ago. And he was trying to tell me Ben is in the right place. I'm telling y'all he going to do this and he going to do that. I said, listen, I've been watching Ben Simmons for 4 years. Whatever you think he is, he's not. Watch what happens. And then lo and behold, now the Nets fan turned on him like rabid pit bulls, and now they can't stand him no more. So no, the Knicks, if I'm speaking as a Knicks fan, no, y'all don't want him. A Sixers fan, absolutely sign him real fast.
I hope y'all sign him just so I can see Tibs break his spirit. There's no way in the world he gonna. He got his feelings hurt by Doc Rivers.
Ben is stubborn.
Boy, Tibs might mess around and Tibs might fight him.
I don't know whose spirit gonna break first, Ben's or Tibs, because Ben is stubborn as a mule.
I know. Ben
why Tibs gonna break his jaw.
Ben will find a doctor to do elective back surgery on him just so he can say that his back was hurting.
He got a back BBL.
Listen, obviously I'm getting Knicks fans saying that Brunson is a superstar. What do y'all? I mean, I don't think he is. What do y'all think? Am I misstating saying that he's not a superstar yet?
Are they saying that he's becoming one now, or are they saying he already
They
was?
saying look at the comment up there now. They saying he is.
He's playing on a superstar level right now.
He's a basketball superstar.
He's
not outside of New York.
Y'all throw superstar around too loosely to me.
Because I guess you got to define what do you consider to be a superstar?
Well, I mean, first of all, if you're a great player playing in New York and you're getting all this type of stuff, see, Ephraim and them have this thing like where your face got to be noticed and you got to be plastered on billboards everywhere and everything.
Yes,
to be a superstar.
You got to have the qualm. The qualm makes you a superstar.
But you could be a superstar of your league. I mean, superstar. I think when they talk on superstars, they're talking about talent level. Like you're the upper echelon of player. And as of right now, he's playing on that level. Now it got to be something to it. Like,
first of all, it's got to be defined as is he box office? And right
at
now,
this point, he is.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, he reminds me of AI when AI went on that run. How popping AI was, and everybody. I think it's on a similar type time. And you also got to remember they played for New York, where what y'all got like 9 million people or something living up in there. And Harden and all this other mystique, he's definitely getting the attention.
If he didn't look dirty and grungy, he might be more of a superstar. Look, he look like he's drunk.
He's a superstar in progress. His numbers, yes, I agree with you, Greg. His numbers are superstar numbers. Yes, no doubt about that. But I'm saying, is he an overall a superstar? Comes with a certain measure of accolades, a certain measure of notoriety. There's a lot that goes into being a superstar. Now, a star is one thing, but I mean, when I think superstar, I think it's very few. I've been on record saying this. It's very few. Hold on, Wayne. You just say the comment and come back to it. It's very few superstars in my opinion. The NBA. It's LeBron. It's Curry. You could probably put Durant in there. Giannis is kind of right, like in that John. And Luka Doncic, the boy Joker. You probably could put him in there. He's kind of made a claim with the championship win and all that. It ain't that many
Kyrie's a superstar. Kyrie's a superstar. He's a legend.
The reason, another thing is superstar, in my opinion, is somebody who catapulted their team to the. And I'm not gonna say you necessarily gotta win, but you gotta be the dude to catapult your team that next level. Kyrie, game-wise, is crazy. He got the sneaker deal. He famous because he Kyrie and how he move and how he think, and a flat earther and and all the other stuff like that. But did he wield his own team as the captain of his team? Did he wield them to the next level? Nah, he ain't do that. So a lot of that means something to me when it comes together to say this dude is a superstar. Brunson hasn't made, in my opinion, he hasn't made that jump yet.
I think he's making it. I think he's in the middle of the jump.
Yes, I agree. He's in the process. He's in the process of becoming a superstar, but in my opinion, I don't think he's a superstar yet.
So Joel is a superstar.
No, because Joel hasn't got his team past the second round.
First of all, so then Brunson can't be one yet either, then, huh?
Not yet.
Okay. Listen, Sixers fans, get your panties out a bunch. All bunched up and everything. I didn't say that he's better than Iverson. I didn't say he is Iverson. I said the run that he's on right now is very comparable to the run that broke Iverson out onto that next stratosphere when in 2001 and Iverson did that run. That's when you hit out Iverson's MVP year. That was a different type of play. And that's all I'm saying is I'm saying that Brunson is balling on that type of time. Now for somebody in here talking about some Iverson ain't never win them. We're not going to disrespect Iverson. We're not going to disrespect Iverson because Iverson led the league in scoring a couple years, and he also he was a big time player, big time name.
He willed his team
to
victory all the way to the finals. The only team to get at Lakers in the playoffs are lost. And that's why I said to me, I'm not saying you have to win a championship, but you have to at least wield your team to some type of greatness. AI picked that team up on his back and and literally carried him across the finish line. There's nobody that can say anything different. Plus, I mean, world renowned. AI was him. He had a whole cultural movement behind him. So even if he never won the finals, he was a superstar by default. He was like Jordan when he walked into a room. Everybody knew who AI was. So that's what I mean. It's a certain level of notoriety. It's a certain level of winning. It's a certain level of game. It all has to come together in my mind for you to be considered a superstar. We got to put because you can't just start throwing around anybody's a superstar because they're a good player in the NBA. Tatum.
You've never seen nobody play in these
Brunson
games.
is playing on a superstar level right now. He's playing on a superstar level right now.
He's
playing on a superstar level.
He's not a superstar yet, but he's
the
playing.
Finish line has yet to be reached. If he gets to the finals and he continue to play like this, win or lose, he might be able to say he on that level.
I agree. But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. People feel because I'm comparing the run that he's on to the Iverson's run in 2001. I'm not saying he's better than Iverson. Iverson's an all-time great. Iverson did it for years. You know what I'm saying? So we're not talking about that, but I'm talking about the level that he's playing on right now. Yes, he's playing on the level of the Joker and Embiid and all that right now. You can say what you like, Joker balling and everything, but Joker had some help over there. You don't act like it wasn't a couple of them, them guys don't be making no plays and doing nothing for him too. So Brunson, but for the most part, Brunson is their offense. Brunson is their offense.
The best point guard in the league right now.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm putting him over Luka yet.
I am.
He over Curry.
What has Luka done?
He's over the
and
shot.
He ain't over Curry too.
He over Steph.
See, Tim, all y'all keep saying, what did Luka do? What did Luka? Luka's in the same round that Brunson's in right now, and Luka's been doing it for longer. So that's what I'm saying.
Brunson got his team. Brunson did the thing that he played in the playoffs last year. He got his team to the playoffs last year too.
Mm-hmm. He been to the Western Conference Finals.
Yes.
Did he win?
No, he lost. He lost to.
But my thing is, you're comparing him to Brunson. Brunson hasn't even gotten there yet.
I'm not putting Brunson over Curry yet.
Brunson is unguardable right now. Say what you want. Luka can be contained.
Did Brunson
no one can contain
what did Brunson do last game?
Right now.
What did he do last game?
Then what happened was
you said nobody can contain him.
Listen, the first round of the playoffs, we thought we had Brunson number. He struggled the first two games and he figured it out. This round, this series, he was playing well, and then all of a sudden he got contained a little bit. He got injured, and then guess what? He came back and he figured it out. That's the greatness about him. Anytime you try to slow him down, you might slow him down for a game.
I'm not saying that he's not a great player and playing on a great level, but I think it's a little disingenuous. The same way some people felt upset because they thought I was saying that he was better than Iverson, which I wasn't saying. I was comparing their runs. But that being said, it's a little disrespectful to talk about Luka and Curry and saying Brunson's better than them now because Brunson's on this run where those was guys that have been doing it years. Curry got multiple rings. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, let's not get caught up in the moment too much. But Brunson is right there. Like Brunson is building.
You don't get caught up in the moment, but Brunson right there.
I'm saying he's right there in this run that he's making now. See, look, Mo. That's what they want to say, Mo.
Yeah, that's it. Listen, I know y'all hype on Brunson. That's a beautiful thing, but y'all might be saying now, if y'all saying he's better than Curry, y'all think Curry might be on a downward trajectory in his career. I don't agree with that, but okay. But I'm not. I mean, Kyrie, is he better than Kyrie right now? He's playing the best basketball at this moment. So I can't make a legitimate argument. Steph not even in the playoffs. Kyrie just came off a 9-point outing against whatchamacallit against OKC yesterday. So I can't really make a defense for nobody. Curry right now, Brunson right now is hooping. Right now.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me bring this out because somebody said Brunson for the last 3 years or whatever. Listen, Brunson's for his career is averaging 16.9 points. This year he averaged 28.7. Last year 24. The year before he averaged 16 and 12, 8, 9. Like, come on, bro. Like, he's balling. He's hooping. This year it's a breakout type year for him, and he's gotten better every year. He went from 24 to 28. Let's give him his props for that. But before you start talking about something, he's better than Luka now, and he's better than Curry now. Let him get a couple years on this type time.
Well, he's just as good as them right now. He playing just as well as their best performance in the playoffs it's comparable, if not better. Brunson's.
Hey, listen, you can say what you want about him being a backup. He was playing 31.9 minutes a game and averaged 16 points in Dallas.
Nobody see Anthony
So he was getting minutes.
Nobody hating on Brunson. Let's stop. That's first of all, we got to set some ground.
No, I'm not hating on Brunson.
You're not. Just because we critique and say what he is or what he was, don't mean we hate him. Let's get this clear right now. All we're doing is because if you're going to start calling somebody the best point guard, the best player right now in the NBA, now we got to start. We got to start splitting hairs here. We got to start getting down to the nitty gritty of what the player is before we can start pouring anointing oil on cat's head. Brunson is hooping right now. He is playing efficient, effective, and for defenses, terrifying basketball. If you see Brunson coming down against you, you have no idea what he's going to do next. He has opened his bag up to a whole nother level. He's like I say, he's very shifty. He's very creative. His handles is sick. His jumper is crazy. His three is crazy right now. You don't know what he's going to do. And he's having a historic playoff run right now. If he keeps this up, you can start mentioning his playoff run with all the top tier playoff runs. And that's not just including little dudes. That's including players, period, with the streak that he's on. But keep in mind, he's still in the second round. All right. Once he gets out of this, start getting to the Eastern Conference Finals and possibly the finals, then you really can start saying where this bull rank at and where this playoff run ranks at. That's what we can really start talking about. But right now,
let me ask y'all a quick question. What do you think about the little fight between Dante DiVincenzo and Miles Turner?
Dante got to cool out. He keep jumping up in people's faces, in these centers' faces. Somebody gonna smack him up.
I agree with that. But he ain't want no smoke. He ain't really want that smoke. He still fought a hard fight though. Now, what was the biggest situation? Like, what was it? Did he get twisted into him?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, it looked like he pushed off of him or something. Like he was trying to set a screen. It looked like whatchamacallit was moving a little bit, and then DiVincenzo kind of like threw his like forearms and kind of into like his stomach or something like that.
Dante don't want that much smoke. Remember when he jumped up and facing B said, "What you gonna do?" And
he said, "What you gonna do, Dante?"
And Dante said, "Nope." And on Friday, he's like, "You want something too, old man?" He's like, "Yo."
What thing I do say about Brunson that they and this is what I always, to me, Curry don't get the whistle that he should get. Brunson is getting his calls. I've seen Curry in numerous playoff regular season games get people running up underneath him for threes, hitting him, slapping him up as he goes to the paint, and he don't get half the calls that most people get. Curry only averaged like 5 free throws a game. I don't know what Brunson's averaging free throw wise a game, but he's been getting his calls though. He's been getting.
Brunson don't. Let me stop. First of all, Curry don't hardly take minutes.
Brunson is getting his whistle. Let's stop that. He's getting his whistle.
He don't go to the lane like that. So Brunson is in there.
Brunson he ain't running all up. Exactly. Brunson throwing his ball. He balling into the paint.
Exactly.
But listen, my thing is, I don't care where you get I'm talking about. Do you realize every time Curry take a three, somebody running up underneath him, jumping? Like, that's supposed to be foul. All those are foul calls. I'm just saying. I don't care where he's at when he gets them. A foul is a foul. So that's what I'm saying. He don't get the foul calls he should get. If he got the fouls he should get, he'd be averaging 40 right now. 40 would probably be
the foul. He getting fouled, he'd be broke down and wouldn't be coming in. That's why he stay out that paint. He ain't trying to get hurt.
That's Clay's fault that they sitting out right now. Klay Thomas.
No. I'm saying that's why he's staying out the paint now.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to. Okay. He said where Curry right now. I said that's Klay Thompson's fault that they're not in the playoffs. But
just because somebody don't make the playoffs or something like that, don't mean that you know what I'm saying they not a great player. Like
Dante trying to play him. He said they trying to be tough guys. That's not their identity. He trying to. Miles Turner's he's a brute.
No, Indiana's not tough guys. No, they're not.
I said Miles Turner. I didn't say the team. He's hating on Miles Turner. They asked him about Miles Turner.
I thought you said he said they. You said he said they trying to be tough guys, right?
Yeah, Dante. They said Dante DiVincenzo on that altercation with Miles Turner. He said they're trying to be tough guys. That's not their identity.
Yeah, he said they. That's what I'm saying.
Who said that?
Hey, but they asked him about Miles Turner. Miles Turner ain't
Who
no
said,
punk.
who said
Right.
that? Who said that? I can't hear. Who said that?
DiVincenzo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
What
I'm
did
saying.
Draymond say? Somebody said Draymond said something.
But see, you saying Miles Turner, but you don't think that they thought that was what's his name talking trash? Halliburton was talking mad trash. Halliburton was talking trash. So I mean, they had some words. Hey, and they was up and they was winning. But just know when you talk that trash when you up, you know what I'm saying? If you come down, Bulls ready to give you that same talk.
Hey, what's his name? Jay Reed. It is a lot of people who say Curry don't get his calls. You must not listen to
Nobody says that.
Any Bay
more
sports fans.
And
It's actually several YouTube videos dedicated to him not getting calls. But go ahead.
That's his wife and his daughter and his son.
And Ephraim.
I do got to start my.
Oh, that's his son. That's his son.
Yeah,
I got to start my my burner account, my Curry burner account, John. But go ahead. What was you saying? You about to say something foolish?
I was, but y'all told me to forget about it.
But what do y'all think? So y'all think Wayne is proclaiming that's over for Indiana? Do you think?
No. I don't. That's me trolling something. Indiana, like I said, Indiana goes home. The role players are going to play better and everything else. But I don't think that Indiana's going to put their foot in New York back the way they did in that last game. I think New York was just tired that last game. And do y'all want a game 7? I don't want to risk a game 7. I want the Knicks to just take care of it. You want to risk a game 7? What you a Knicks fan now?
Yeah. When did you start rooting for the Knicks?
It ain't no risk for us. I mean, I enjoy going back and forth with the Knicks fans and we talking basketball and everything. I enjoy that. Objective. You sound like you got a vested interest in this. Talking about something. You afraid to go game 7? I'm talking about ball. You're afraid of game 7.
I want more basketball. I'm rooting for Indiana to win game 6 so it could be in a Garden game 7.
I agree. A Garden game 7, if they can close it out, be nice. But they definitely gonna need Scott Foster on game 7.
New York, y'all welcome. We sent y'all Philly type ballers up there that we should have got.
Yeah,
we sent y'all Philly type ballers up there.
That's that Philly heart. That is true. Would have been, Miles Turner would have stepped to one of y'all New York Bulls. Y'all would have ran back to Spike Lee asking for help.
And then Charles Oakley wants to come back to the Garden, but y'all gotta apologize to him. So James Dolan, you kicked him out a few years ago. Make sure you apologize to Charles Oakley so he can be back in the building with the rest of the 94 Knicks.
Nobody care about them Knicks or Oakley.
All right, we're gonna be about to blow this joint. Final
Draymond said the Knicks is frauds because they got dudes having career years when they're going to pay too much for players like the Hawks and the Blazers did. I did hear him say that. It may be some truth in that though. Remember that's what happened with Golden State 2 years ago when they played Poole and Wiggins.
Yeah.
And neither one of them dudes so far have held up to their contracts. I think they both got like $140 million contracts.
But at least they got a title out of it though.
Yeah, I mean that's if the Knicks get a title, then you ain't crying too much about the money. That's why Golden State ain't crying too much about the money. That title was huge. Plus, it solidifies Steph's legacy. But
Nuggets still playing now. Nuggets in Minnesota playing now. It's a tight game in the second quarter.
What score?
44, 48, 42.
Oh, 40. I see 48, 44.
Okay.
40 seconds left.
Yours must be more updated than mine. All right, y'all.
Beeman Boy 80 wants to ask you who will win.
I mean, as of now, that's great question to ask when one is still in the playoffs and one ain't. Ask that at the beginning of the season. If Brunson don't win this year, ask that in the beginning of next season.
I'm gonna have to go with Brunson.
Of course, because Brunson is the only one still in the playoffs right now between the two.
Honestly, even if he don't make it, if he get kicked out this round, my money be on Brunson because Brunson is just more clutch.
If New York don't win the championship this year, I'm putting on the Sixers because Sixers coming back next year.
Yep.
So that's my answer. Either Brunson wins it this year, or he wins it first.
And to like everybody was saying, New York got all this money they gonna pay. Is New York bringing this whole team back? Sixers got a clean slate, and basically they just got Bede and Maxey and a bunch of money.
But they got Morey, and Morey gonna mess that whole thing up.
No, he would have messed it all up if he'd have got Siakam like you wanted him to get.
Yeah.
we actually Siakam is in the second round of playoffs because we still playing right now.
I don't know. Was we still gonna win if we had Siakam?
Oh yeah.
The whole
Hey
thing.
Davis, chill, bro.
Siakam to Tobias. We probably
You
got
act like it wasn't years when Tobias actually had like 19.
Tobias has never done anything productive for the 76ers.
You act like there's not been years when Tobias had 19-7 for the Sixers.
No.
What's Siakam numbers now? No what?
Preseason don't count.
I'm not talking about preseason.
So Tobias is trash. Everybody knows he's trash.
It up.
No one was defending. You don't see me when y'all talking about Ben Simmons. I kept my mouth shut. I ain't had no opinion.
You ain't got no choice. Ben Simmons don't play now. You sit there for years arguing about Ben Simmons. You wanted to blame everybody but Ben Simmons.
And here's the thing. I learned that I'm just not going to defend him more. You still defending Tobias.
I'm not.
You still defending that bull. You just came in here and just said he just 17-6.
If they brought Ben Simmons back tomorrow, Tim, you'll be defending them too for no.
What I'm saying is to the point that Ephraim just said, and the point that y'all was just making, you got certain times when Siakam look good, then you got other times it's like, what the heck is you doing? And he do dumb stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Same way.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Get them thumbs. Get them thumbs up.
Yeah, give us some likes real quick while y'all still here.
Yeah, boo. You should at least get 100 likes. Come on, hit them. I only see 31 likes. Y'all gonna do us like that?
I know.
Y'all gonna do us like that?
All right, y'all. New York is 6. Yeah.